এয়ারফোনে স্টার্ট করো। স্টার্ট দেখতে পাচ্ছ? দেখতে পাচ্ছ? না, অফ করিনি তো। স্লাইড চেঞ্জারটা কোথায়, এটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না। কোথায় রেখে আসলাম? So, okay, good afternoon, my dear students, and how are you? Already some of you have joined there, around 13 or 14, I see. So, okay, Oshurjo, Adab Baba, কেমন আছো? Aryan, Walaikum Assalam Baba, Isan, Shaon, Akibaidid, Onik, Tuli, Walaikum Assalam Baba, Atika Bonni, Walaikum Assalam, Walaikum Assalam. Thank you so much. Tawfiq Al Nahian, Aryan, sorry. Okay, so let's start our class because this class is somehow a bigger one indeed, of course, and that's why we'll just start earlier, right? So look at the screen here, you see, and the famous person, of course, he is very, I must say, your favorite personality there. So he is Albert Einstein, as you see, and he says imagination is more important than knowledge. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Uh, can you tell me, if I ask you a question, that why is human being different from other animals? Just write down in a sentence, why is human being different from other animals? You please write down the answer. Walaikum Assalam, Rifat, Itija, Nabila, thank you. Shamma, thank you, Baba. So, have you understood my question? Why do you think human being, of course, human being is different from other animals? Because we have some of the capabilities, some of the abilities that usually animals don't have. So now my question is, why is human being different from other animals? ঠিক আছে, আমাদেরও অঙ্গ প্রত্যঙ্গ যেগুলো আছে অনেক প্রাণীরও কিন্তু সেগুলো রয়েছে। সো আসলে আমরা অন্যদের থেকে কেন আলাদা? বিকজ উই হ্যাভ কমন সেন্স। দ্যাটস গুড। ইমাজিনেশন পাওয়ার ইজ দ্য কজ, ইশিক লিখেছ। বিকজ উই আর কিউরিয়াস, শাম্মা লিখেছ। বিকজ অফ ইন্টেলিজেন্স, আকিব লিখেছ। দ্যাটস গুড। We are talented, of course. And just, of course, your answers are not incorrect. I must not say you are giving some of the or showing some of the differences. No doubt they are very important indeed. But in one word, or the best answer from me is that perhaps because of imagination, because of this word, imagination is the most important word, that we the human beings can imagine, but other animals cannot. Though a little bit, some of the animals can little bit imagine. Like if you think about the ant or bees, তারা কিন্তু অনেক সময় ইমাজিন করতে পারে যে they must have stored the food, okay, because they must have the starvation later on, the weather change will come, right? So they may think a bit. But if you think about the human beings, they can imagine totally they can imagine, and they can imagine better than any other animals, right? That's why, of course, this characteristic only human beings have, other animals don't, right? That's why I think human being is different from other animals. তুমি দেখো, একবার চিন্তা করো তো, কল্পনা করো যে তুমি এখন শাহিন কলেজে ক্লাস করছো, বা এখন তুমি আবার চিন্তা করো যে তুমি কোথাও চলে গেছো বেড়াতে, বা এনিওয়ান ইউ ক্যান ইমাজিন, রাইট? যেমন তুমি ইউ ক্যান অলসো ইমাজিন লাইক দ্যাট, যে আমি এখন পাঁচতলায় আছি, আমি পাঁচতলা থেকে একটা লাভ দিচ্ছি, সো হাউ ক্যান আই ফিল, রাইট? সো ইমাজিন, ইউ ক্যান ইমাজিন দ্যাট, ঠিক আছে? সো দ্যাট ইজ দ্য থিং দ্যাট উই হ্যাভ দ্যাট আদার অ্যানিমালস ডোন্ট। That's why we are different. And this is the most important thing. Einstein gives much more importance on this imagination. Okay, imagination is more important than knowledge. Okay, তুমি ইমাজিনেশন করতে পারলে তোমার নলেজটা অটোমেটিক্যালি সেটা অনুযায়ী গেইন হতে থাকবে। এক্স্যাক্টলি, আকিব, ইন্টেলিজেন্স অ্যান্ড ইমাজিনেশন পাওয়ার বোথ। আদার অ্যানিমালস মাস্ট হ্যাভ ইন্টেলিজেন্স, সব প্রাণীরই কিন্তু ইন্টেলিজেন্স আছে, but imagination নেই। Perhaps you can understand. So let's go. And this, look at the headline here. You see, practical English uses. So probably you can understand. There are language we are using in different situation, languages, words of different language, words of the languages, to express our feelings, thoughts, and emotions, and so on. So this is called practical English uses. In different situations we are using English language. So if your situation is different, then the same English can be used in different way. Can you imagine that? Yes, you have to imagine today. You have to use that imagination power today. How? If I give one example for it, you look at this example. The boy is crazy. So So if I tell you, so what is the meaning of this sentence? What is the meaning of this sentence? Would you please write down what do you mean by the boy is crazy? Of course, you are thinking about the meaning of the word crazy. Yes, walaikum assalam. So would you please write down what is the meaning here? You mean when you can say the boy is crazy, the boy is not mentally stable. That's good. Or the boy is in another language, right? Yes, the boy is mad. And just this in a plain language, you can say the boy is mad. The boy is crazy means the boy is mad. Okay, but if you can imagine that this situation is applicable only, this meaning is applicable only in one place of the world. পৃথিবীর একটা জায়গায় কিন্তু এটা প্রযোজ্য এই মিনিংটা. What is that reason? That is called the British English. This English is called British. Whenever you are using this word crazy in British English on in those regions or in those countries of the world where they are following British English, there your answer will your sentence will mean this, that the boy is mad. Okay, but if you are not in those regions, if you are in those regions who are following the American English, so there the sentence will mean that the boy is angry. So can you just imagine that in different two situations, in different types of languages we have, one is British English, another one is American. So in these two types of in these two types of languages আমরা কিন্তু দেখো যে একটা শব্দের ডিফারেন্ট মিনিং হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে? এই ক্রেজি শব্দের অর্থ ব্রিটিশ ইংলিশে ওরা বলছে কি দ্য বয় ইজ ম্যাড, বাট আমি যখন দেখবো যে আমেরিকান ইংলিশে এরা বলছে যে অ্যাংরি. For if you don't know these differences, then what will happen if you go to US and you say someone, or if you go to Britain, you say someone who is angry and you call him crazy, then they will think you're calling me mad. So angry about mad. So for difference is there, right? So of course you have to know, not in this situation, because we are using English as a foreign language. That means we don't have any direct connection with the language that we are hiring, with the language speakers that we are hiring, right? So তাদের সাথে আমাদের direct correspondence বা conversations হচ্ছে না. That's why we are in a safe region. We can say whatever we like. We can mix British and American English together. No problem, because they are not listening to us. But what will happen when you will go there, or they will come here and you will talk to them, then this situation will occur. Okay, so we have to know it. As I am a teacher, I think from the core of my heart that actually I need to tell my students about these differences, because they may have some embarrassing situation if they go there. Okay, so that's why I saw that. So if I ask you another question, why the difference is using? Actually, these are. I mean, if I ask you one question, whose language is English? ইংরেজি আসলে কাদের ভাষা? তোমাকে যদি প্রশ্ন করা হয়, what the answer you will give? Right? They don't accept the other one. Exactly. আমরা এখন দেখছি যে we are using both these types of English. আমরা দুটাকে we are mixing this up. But এই যে বন্নি সম্ভবত you went to Scotland or Ireland. So if you go there and if you speak in Britain or England or Ireland, Scotland, if you after going there, if you speak or follow their English, American English, they will rebuke you. They will just smile at you. And if you use the English from the British English into America, so they will laugh at you. Okay. So perhaps Bonnie, you have that experience because you went to Scotland. few days ago. Okay, so you see, one question, if I tell it, he lives in a flat. So if I ask you, where do you live? তুমি কোথায় বসবাস করো? Perhaps you will say, I live in a flat. Or you can say, I live in an apartment. So what the answer you will say, and which one you think is correct? Which one you think is correct? এই দুটার মধ্যে কোনটা ঠিক এবং which one you will tell? Do you live in an apartment or flat? Please write down. Please write down. I want to see who lives in a flat and who lives in an apartment. Who lives in a flat and who lives in an apartment? Of course, there are some differences. Sir, both of them. Apartment, both, right? আচ্ছা, রিয়ান লিখেছো, ইশিক লিখেছো অ্যাপার্টমেন্ট, জীবন লিখেছো both. আচ্ছা, both are correct. I live in a flat. That good. Shamma. Second term, an apartment. Okay, good. Flat. That means you are a bit confused. Whenever you are writing the answer, you are not writing it from the core of your heart or from being 100% confident that I am writing this answer. You are just guessing the answer. Probably এটা হতে পারে বা এটা হতে পারে. Flat is British and apartment, those are correct. অনেক লিখেছো. That's good. Yes, both answers are correct. Flat is British English and apartment is American English. So you can say any of them. Meaning is same. And what we will say it is ours. You can say I live in a flat. That's right. And that will mean the same thing. But probably, if we say we live in an apartment, it means that something. It looks like posh area, posh একটা বাসা বা এরকম খুব luxurious বা এই ধরনের কিছু মিন করি আমরা. But actually it did not mean that. Okay, the meaning is almost same. So the only difference is there. One is the source. Flat. The word flat, the source of it is British English, and the word apartment, the source of it is American English. So you can use both. But there is no problem when you are or until you are in our country. But of course, whenever you go abroad, then you have to be careful about these languages. Okay, another thing, there is a lift in his flat. If I just write it down, or if I say there is an elevator in his apartment, so which sentence do you think is correct? Would you please write down either sentence A or B, which one is correct? Phonetics is also different, right? We are saying ask. I'm saying ask. Ask is British pronunciation. Ask is American pronunciation. We are sometimes saying basket. Basket is British pronunciation. You can also say basket. So basket is American pronunciation. So in pronunciation, there is also a lot of difference. Both are correct. Lift is British and elevator is American. Perhaps you can guess the answer. Yes, your answer is correct. So if you just think about the first answer, and if it is the rule that you cannot mix up both British and American English in one sentence, single sentence, then probably your answer will, this sentence will be incorrect. Because here you see lift, the word is British, and apartment is the word that is American English. That has come from American English. So we are mixing up two languages in one sentence. That's why it will be considered incorrect. But this answer is absolutely right answer because we are using there, both of the words are from American English. So if you go to America, there you have to say, there's an elevator in his apartment. And you have to, if you go to Britain, then you have to say, there is a lift in his flat. ওকে, বাট এই অ্যাপার্টমেন্ট ফ্ল্যাট শব্দটা এখন অবশ্য এটা খুব ফ্রিকোয়েন্টলি ব্যবহার হতে হতে এটা আমেরিকান ইংলিশ ব্রিটিশ ইংলিশ খুব ডিফারেন্সিয়েট করা হয় না, বাট সোর্সটা যদি আমরা লক্ষ্য করি তাহলে কিন্তু এটা আমেরিকান ব্রিটিশটা তখন ডিফারেন্সটা ধরা যায় বা ধরা পড়ে। Okay, thank you. And then yes, it is British, and another one elevated is American English. And the last one for you is here. You just look at this sentence. He wants to buy an aeroplane. So do you think is sentence is correct or not? What do you think? He wants to buy an aeroplane. Do you think it's a correct sentence? Or if I can just write down, he wants to buy an airplane. This time I have written down airplane, not aeroplane. Okay. So which one do you think is correct? Airplane and aeroplane. Of course, you will say both are correct, and one is British, and the one is American. So easy answer, right? You can guess that. Yes, probably you are thinking so. Yes, your answer is also right. Aeroplane that we usually use, aeroplane, right? He has made an aeroplane. He is going there by aeroplane, right? So this aeroplane is a British English, right? So this British, right? But if you go to US or USA, there you have to say airplane, not aeroplane. If you say I'm going there by aeroplane, so they will probably laugh at you. They will understand it. They will understand it because they know it very well. And the people of American or American English, American people, they usually want to differentiate their language from the Britain or from England, right? ইংল্যান্ডের মানুষটাকে তারা তাদের ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজটাকে আলাদা করতে চায়, তারা চায় এটা, because you will be surprised to learn that in USA only 45% people speak there in English language, okay, but another 55% are not using English languages. And you will be also surprised to learn that there are some states in English language where English is not in USA, some states in USA where English is not their state language. English is not used at all in those states. Okay, so English is of course the British people, they have used it. Their language is English. Okay, so তাদেরটা আমাদেরকে ফলো করা হয়. Sometimes students ask me which one I should follow. Which one I should follow? I should follow American or British? So this is a very tough question to answer, right? Okay, so let's see. Here you see airplane is an American English. Okay, let's see then. Next, there are some keywords here you will see. And yes, what is the picture about? So just use a single word to describe the picture. They are rulers. That's why they want to follow anyone. Actually, they are rulers, so they don't want to follow the British people. So they want to change it. ঠিক আছে? Okay, so boxing, that's great. And a boxer is called an athlete, right? He is called an athlete. So the word we'll come to know here, the word is athlete. Athlete means sportsman, okay? Sportsman, he is a natural athlete, okay? And then the next word you see what? You just look at the picture and just describe the sentence, describe this word in a sentence, or just using a word. একটা ওয়ার্ড দিয়ে এটা আসলে লোকটার একটা পেশাটা ডিসক্রাইব করো. Can you describe the profession of this man by using a word? একটা ওয়ার্ড দিয়ে এই লোকটার পেশাটাকে ডিসক্রাইব করতে পারবে? Photography, that's great. Photography is the right answer. That's why excellent. Photographer, we can also say exactly. Whenever talk about the person, he is a photographer. When we will talk about his profession, that will be photography. Yes, of course, your answer is right. Thank you. The word photography is the answer. And photographer usually makes documentary or films. So this is his object. That means সাবজেক্ট যে কাজটা করে সেটাকে আসলে অবজেক্ট বলা হয়, তাই না? তাহলে একজন ফটোগ্রাফার কি করে? ডকুমেন্টারি তৈরি করে বা ফিল্ম তৈরি করে, তাহলে ফিল্ম আর ডকুমেন্টারি হচ্ছে তার অবজেক্ট। So the word that comes here, documentary is the word. So a film making, film giving facts. তাহলে ডকুমেন্টারি কাকে বলে? ডকুমেন্টারি হচ্ছে যেমন একটা মুভি বা ফিল্ম যা ফ্যাক্টস, ফ্যাক্টস মানে সত্য ঘটনা। We cannot say this is a true fact. We cannot say it. Okay, that is not a correct sentence. We can say just simply this is a fact. This is a fact means this is a true incident. Okay, so that means a film giving facts. এমন একটা ফিল্ম যা আমাদেরকে সত্য ঘটনা বলে, সেখানে আর্টিফিশিয়াল না, ওই যে অনেক মেকআপ করে, অনেক ভালো লাইটিং, ক্যামেরা, তারপরে অনেক কিছু ব্যবহার করে যে মুভিগুলো করা হয়, ঠিক আছে, এডিটিং করার মাধ্যমে যেগুলো করা হয় সেটা তেমনটি নয়। যেমন মনে করো যে একজন ভিখারির জীবনী, হ্যাঁ, আত্মজীবনী, তাহলে সেটার উপর তুমি একটা ডকুমেন্টারি করবে, তাহলে ইউ উইল হ্যাভ টু লুক ফর those beggars, okay, তাদের পিস পিস ছুটতে হবে, and then you will have to go to their places there, where they live, what they do, how they live. So you will find out the answer all of these questions, okay, in photography. Then after collecting all of this information together, you will then make a documentary on a beggar, অথবা documentary. That means you will just inform there or give there the facts only. So he is making a documentary on tigers. You see, tiger is just at his behind. তার পিছনে বসে আছে, and he is making the documentary of it. Okay. Perhaps the next word, what is the man doing? Just simply write down, what is the man doing in this picture? এই ছবিতে probably দেখতে পাচ্ছ তো? What is the man doing in this picture? এই ছবিতে লোকটা কি করছে? You can write down, I want to see. What is the man doing in this picture? All right, Jibon লিখেছো, Aryan, thank you. Fishing. Oh, can you understand that? That's wonderful. Right, the man is fishing. Do you think he is a fisherman? So why is he fishing? Fisherman. So is he a fisherman? Does a fisherman wear these types of dresses, like a hat, like shorts, pants, and boots, and so on? So does any fisherman wear these types of dresses? Does any fisherman has this type of sting? Right? So এই ধরনের এইভাবে কি কেউ মাছ ধরে কোনো ফিশারম্যান? হ্যাঁ, হান্টার, রাইট? Yes, Nabila, absolutely right. Because it is his hobby, and this is not his profession. This is not his profession. So this type of fisherman is called what? What type of fisherman are they? Is he? তাহলে তাকে কোন ধরনের ফিশারম্যান বলা যেতে পারে? So can you guess? Not it is his pastime. No, it is his pastime. Yes, it is his hobby, leisure, right? হতে পারে. He is a fisherman, as he is catching fishes. The man who catches fish, we must say he is a fisherman, or she is a fisherwoman, right? So now the question, he is a fisherman, no doubt, but what type of fisherman is he? তাকে আমরা কোন ধরনের? Not a fisherman. Okay, no, we can say he is an amateur, right? He is an amateur fisherman. তার মানে অ্যামেচার মানে শখ, ঠিক আছে, যে শখ করে কোনো কাজ করে, অ্যামেচার ফটোগ্রাফার থাকতে পারে, ওকে, and he is called an amateur fisherman. Okay, for example, you can say Reza sir is an amateur YouTuber. Okay, okay, thank you. So perhaps you can understand all of these three words. One is athlete, and the one is documentary, and the last word is amateur. Okay, so let's go then. For your text, আমরা আসলে একটা ইউনিট 2-তে আমরা এই লেসনটা মিস করে এসেছিলাম, সো সেটা আমরা আজকে একটু শেষ করতে হবে। and ফ্রাইডেতে you have a test on Friday. শুক্রবারে তোমাদের পরীক্ষা আছে, 5টা থেকে 6টা পর্যন্ত। So I think you all will attend the test, এবং তোমাদের পরীক্ষায় শুধুমাত্র ওইগুলো আসবে যেগুলো পড়ানো হয়েছে, সেগুলো থেকেই পরীক্ষা আসবে। probably এই যে ক্লাসগুলো তুমি যদি if you follow it and do you need not to do other things other than these 3 classes, এই 3টা ক্লাসই তুমি ভালো করে পড়ো, কারণ এখানকার মধ্যে আমি হয়তো সামান্য একটু পাল্টে দিব, একটু চেঞ্জ করে দিব, একটা ফিল ইন দ্য ব্ল্যাঙ্কস পাল্টে দিলাম, একটা এমসিকিউ চেঞ্জ করে দিলাম, এরকম করবো। বাট অ্যাজ ইউজুয়ালি এই স্লাইডসগুলো থেকেই কিন্তু তোমাদের পরীক্ষাটা হবে ফ্রাইডেতে। সো আই থিঙ্ক ইউ উইল be more competent and skilled, and of course you will be more prepared for your test because you have to write your answers so fast. কারণ একজন লিখে ফেললো সঙ্গে সঙ্গে আরেকজন চিন্তা করছে, তাহলে তো পরীক্ষায় মজা পাওয়া যায় না। কারণ একজন উত্তরটা লিখে দিয়েছে, তখন তুমি ওটা দেখে কপি করে দিতে মন চাইবে নিশ্চয়ই। এই জন্য তোমার এটা প্রিপারেশনটা খুব সুন্দর হবে। হ্যাঁ, আনসিন রিঅ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট থাকবে, সব থাকবে তোমার এই 3টা ক্লাসে, যা যা পড়িয়েছি সব কিছু থাকবে। Okay, so let's see then. So the text is, I will read the text or you can read the text with me. So hi, I am Shyam. So I am from Magura. Although it's a district headquarters, যদিও মাগুরা হচ্ছে যে একটা ডিস্ট্রিক্ট, প্রধান ডিস্ট্রিক্ট, and it's a small town, কিন্তু এটা ছোট একটা শহর। I am in grade 9 now in Chandarhat বিদ্যালয়, ক্লাস 9 এ পড়ে সায়াম। I love games and sports very much. তো বলছে যে আমি এটা শুধু বাংলা বলার প্রয়োজন নেই, আমার মনে ইংরেজি পড়ে গেলে হবে। আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ, শুধু পড়ে গেলেই হবে, রাইট। So I am in grade 9 now in Chandarhat Vidyalaya. I love games and sports very much. My father was an athlete in his still life. He inspires me to follow his footsteps and take part in games and sports or do some exercise besides my studies. So I get up early in the morning and take a walk with my father almost every day. We walk for about an hour. At school during break, I play kabaddi, golla shoot, badminton, table tennis, and carom. Sometimes I practice the high jump and the long jump outside the school campus. Playing football is a passion for me. I like watching television too. I watch sports programs on different TV channels during my free time. I am a fan of National Geographic, Discovery, and Animal Planet for their documentaries, as they are quite interesting as well as educative. Recently, my father has presented me with a camera, as he was very happy with the result of my junior school certificate exam. When I hold the camera, I feel so excited. I wish I could be an amateur photographer in future, not to take only personal photographs at different parties, but to shoot out beautiful Bangladesh. I'm sure that soon photography will be my most favorite pastime. Okay, perhaps you can understand the text. Okay, and I'm just going for the questions now. That means in the passage we came to know about Shyam, who is a class 9 grade student, and he has a lot of yeah, he likes his father very much because his father is an ideal father. His father was an athlete, and he wakes up early in the morning and goes with his father for the morning walk, and even he likes sports and games very much, and he plays a lot of sports in the school campus, and even his favorite hobby is to watch TV, and in his free time he watches TV, especially the TV programs on National Geographic, Discovery, and Animal Planets. And lastly, his father has bought a camera for him, because he made a best result in JSC exam. That's why now he thinks himself to be an amateur photographer also. He wishes that in near future he will be a photographer. Okay, so let's see for the questions before you. There are 3 MCQs for you. You please write down the answer first. I want to see you to write down the answer then. হাফ টাইম ফিশারম্যান না অনেক okay the first one you see first one is you're at class in number 3 that's the answer is correct হ্যাঁ সিনথিয়া লিখেছো তারপর সিরহান লিখেছো হিসান লিখেছো আরিয়ান লিখেছো thank you congratulations your answer is correct the first one is class okay and what about the second answer which of the following best describes Shyam's father Shyam's father yes everyone is writing the answer that's why you write down number 2 which of the following best describes Shyam's father a sportsman, an ideal father, a nature lover, a best photographer. Okay, B number 2 লিখেছো অনেকে nature lovers না বাবা B number আনসারটা হচ্ছে যে an ideal father because সে বলেছে he loves his father very much his father is an ideal father okay and this time answer will be correct ideal father is the right answer what is the main purpose of the author of this passage এই প্যাসেজের author কি বোঝাতে চেয়েছে what is the main purpose so C number কি লিখেছো A লিখেছো to put up the favorite activities and dreams of Shyam absolutely correct answer thank you very much and almost all of your answers are correct that's great congratulations okay we'll go next yes absolutely correct answer and almost all of you have written the correct answer okay let's go next there is a fill in the blanks which of which you are always afraid of so don't get afraid don't be afraid enough so please whenever you will go for answering fill in the blanks without clues you have to go through it uh, from your deeper heart so that you can understand the meaning of the text meaning of the sentences as well so please write down the answer I say fill in the blanks in a table with a suitable word here you see Awanik, your answer was correct. The last one, you wrote down the answer. The first one, Nabila wrote it footsteps. Shyam is following the dash of his father. I must not say which one is correct, so please keep on writing your answer. Hisan লিখেছো legacy. Oh, legacy শব্দটা ভুলে যাওনি এখনো না? Fine. যাক একটা শব্দ তো শেখাতে পেরেছি. That's great. I'm feeling lucky, Hisan, for you. Okay, and then footstep লিখেছো অনেকে example লিখেছো Shyam is follow করছে আমরা কারোর পথ অনুসরণ করা বলি কারোর পদাঙ্ক অনুসরণ করা বলি মানে পায়ের ছাপ অনুসরণ করা বলি right your answer is correct to have written down footsteps is the correct answer right absolutely Nabila সর্বপ্রথম উত্তরটা লিখেছো congratulations ma okay so Shyam is following the footsteps of his father that's great following the path of his father path you can write down but this is not so good English indeed okay so you should write down footsteps is the best answer of his father who's an athlete in his daily life besides studies he participates in games and sports he works with his father almost every day for an hour of most of you have written this answer yes your answer is correct Nabila লিখেছো absolutely right answer ma ঠিক হয়েছে thank you Akib লিখেছো Shamma লিখেছো Ishi was লিখেছিলা almost লিখেছো হ্যাঁ thank you so much your answer was correct so almost every day for an hour so he plays different indoor and outdoor games he dash sports programs on TV in his leisure time ওহো এটা কে লিখলে সিনথিয়া মুর্শিদা দেখো তোমার এটা একটু সাবজেক্ট বা এগ্রিমেন্টটা ঠিক হলো না তো you are writing he watch কেন হবে থার্ড পারসন সিঙ্গুলার নাম্বার দেন ভার্বের সাথে এস বাই এর যোগ হওয়ার কথা না Right, watches is the answer, and of course your answer correct. Those who have written down watches, Bonnie, thank you, Baba. Your answer was correct. So he watches sports programs on TV in his free time, leisure time. Besides, he is a dash. Yes, you are right. You have written down fan. Absolutely correct answer. His son, and so on. Okay, that's great. The right answer is fan. He is a fan of National Geographic, Discovery, and Animal Planet, as they are both interesting and the last one educational. ইসান আরেকটু রিথিঙ্ক করো তো, এডুকেশন দিয়েই হবে ওয়ার্ডটা, বাট এডুকেশনাল মানে রিলেটেড টু এডুকেশন, ঠিক আছে? আর শিক্ষণীয় আর শিক্ষা সম্পর্কিত দুইটা বিষয় একটু আলাদা রয়েছে। ইয়েস, নিবিড়, অ্যাবসলিউটলি ইওর আনসার ইজ কারেক্ট বাবা। দিস আনসার শুড বি এডুকেটিভ, নিশিক লিখেছো, অ্যাবসলিউটলি কারেক্ট আনসার, থ্যাংক ইউ, কংগ্রাচুলেশন। ইয়েস, it should be educative. Educative is the not education, right? I have bought some educational materials, so educational in that sense correct, but educative mane shikhamulok, so you have to write down the answer educative is the right answer. Okay, we are going next there. So you look at this passage, and this I think you will not like enough, but you have to do it. There is no other way or alternative now at this moment without this. So this is you think in that way, you are practicing your listening test. I'm just reading the text, you will listen to it, and then you will go for the answers of the questions, okay? And you think in that way, you will enjoy it. And if you think no, it could be biraktikar, then actually it will be a problem, then it will be very tough for me to make you understand that this is interesting, okay? So you see the passage about Mushi Abdul Rauf. Mushi Abdul Rauf, he is a famous fighter, freedom fighter, and আমরা যে আমাদের 7 জন মুক্তিযোদ্ধা রয়েছে, বীর শ্রেষ্ঠ রয়েছে, বীর শ্রেষ্ঠ মুক্তিযোদ্ধা রয়েছে, তাদের মধ্যে মুশি আব্দুর রউফ হচ্ছে যে একজন। সো আমরা তার সম্পর্কে জানবো। সো এটা অবশ্যই you have to be very বাবা, আমি তো আনসারটা এখন বলতে পারছি না, ডি নাম্বারে কি ছিল। দেখি, 1 মিনিট দাঁড়াও। ডি নাম্বারে ছিল ফ্যান, লাভার অফ, না এখানে তো ফ্যান শব্দটা আছেই, ইয়েতে আছে, প্যাসেজে আছে, so you have to write down fan. So you see, Mushi Abdul Rauf was a lance naik in East Pakistan Rifles during the Bangladesh Liberation War. আমার আসলে একটু মানে এই যে আমার লেখাটা বেশ দূরে পড়তে হচ্ছে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই মানে আমি চোখে মাঝে মাঝে একটু কম দেখছি আসলে, হ্যাঁ, and I'm lazy to wear these spectacles and I don't like this, I hate this all the most. আমি প্রমিস করেছি আমার চোখ যেদিন নষ্ট হয়ে যাবে সেদিন চশমা পরবো, আচ্ছা যেদিন থেকে আর কিছু দেখবো না। আচ্ছা, Mushi Abdul Rauf was a lance naik in East Pakistan Rifles, so during the Bangladesh Liberation War, and Mushi Abdul Rauf was born on 1st May 1943 at Salamutpur village under Kibolmari Thana, currently Modhukhali Thana in Faridpur district. এটা আমার খুব বাসার, আমার দেশের বাড়ির কাছাকাছি, কারণ এই ফরিদপুরের পরেই আমার ডিস্ট্রিক্টটা, সেটা হচ্ছে ঝিনাইদহ। সো আমি এই জায়গাগুলো সব চিনি, মানে সবগুলো আমার পরিচিত নাম। So Rauf had to stop his education at his 8th grade, এবং তার 8ম শ্রেণীর পরে তার পড়ালেখা বন্ধ করে দিতে হয়। He joined the East Pakistan Rifles on 8 May 1963. He had to increase his age 3 years in order to get the job. আর চাকরিটা পাওয়ার জন্য তাকে 3 বছর চাকরির মানে তার বয়সটা বাড়াতে হয়েছিল। After the preliminary training at EPR camp at Chuadanga is very nearest district of me, and Rauf went to West Pakistan to receive advanced training. তাহলে না, অ্যাডমায়ার হবে না। আচ্ছা, তারপরে in order to get চুয়াডাঙ্গাতে গিয়ে Rauf went to West Pakistan to receive advanced training. তারপর সে ওয়েস্ট পাকিস্তানে গিয়েছিল সেখানে ট্রেনিং গ্রহণ করার জন্য। He was enlisted in the East Bengal Regiment. তখন East Bengal Regiment তাকে এমপ্লয় করা হয় বা সেখানে এনলিস্ট করা হয় and May 8 1963 and he attached with regular infantry units during the War of Liberation. So Munshi Abdul Rauf embraced martyrdom. Martyrdom মানে শহীদত্ব, embraced মানে অর্জন করেছিল on 18 April 1971 as Kurighat na Kalighat হবে, I'm not sure, in Chittagong Hill Tracts after causing extensive damage to Pakistan Army with his MZ and facing them to retreat. He was buried at Naniar Chor উপজেলা in Rangamati district. তাহলে তাকে buried মানে হচ্ছে যে কবর দেওয়া. He was buried, তাকে কবর দেওয়া হয়েছিল. Sometimes you be careful about the pronunciation of this word. B-U-R-Y যেটা আমরা অনেক সময় বুড়ি বলি, বিউরি বলি, but the pronunciation will be bury. B-U-R-Y, the pronunciation is bury, okay? Bury is the pronunciation. Actually infantry, I'm sorry Baba, Navy প্রশ্ন করেছো, what is the meaning of infantry? This is perhaps a unit, but I don't know much about it. I'm sorry please Baba. So I will let you know in the next class about this word. Infantry unit, I don't know much about it. I'm really sorry. আচ্ছা, okay, so Munshi Abdul Rauf, sorry, কোথায় গেল? With his MG and আচ্ছা, তাহলে এই যেটা শব্দটা বলছিলাম, he was buried at নানিয়ারচর উপজেলা in রাঙ্গামাটি ডিস্ট্রিক্ট. তাহলে রাঙ্গামাটি ডিস্ট্রিক্টে নানিয়ারচর উপজেলাতে সে তাকে কবর দেওয়া হয়েছিল and he was awarded বীরশ্রেষ্ঠ. Perhaps anyone of you please know the word meaning of this word. If you just know the meaning of this word, you can just write down. কি লিখেছো? অ্যাডমায়ার হবে কি না? মেয়েরা না বাবা, হবে না, অ্যাডমায়ার হবে না. Okay, you perhaps you've understood. Okay, then you will just go for these answers now. Okay, please, Onik, already it is read to us by you. আচ্ছা, probably or probably not, সবাই হয়তো পড়েনি, তো তোমার কাছ থেকে প্রথম উত্তরটা আমি আশা করছি. You please write down the first answer. Onik. Onik, as you have read this passage earlier, so I expect more answers from you. And the fastest answer, right, Akib, I did absolutely correct answer you have written. Bীরশ্রেষ্ঠ, right, that's great. The first answer is বীরশ্রেষ্ঠ. That means he was awarded তার কি পদ? আচ্ছা, ইনফ্যান্ট্রি মানে পদাতিক বাহিনী. হিসান, অ্যাবসলিউটলি, থ্যাংক ইউ বাবা. আমি হয়তো এটা মানে এখন মনে হচ্ছে জানতাম. রাইট, বুঝতে পেরেছো? নিবিড়, ইউ গট দ্য আনসার. দিস ইজ এ গুড থিং. দেখো, অনেক সময় সব টিচারকে সব কিছুই জানতে হবে এমন কথা নেই. অনেক সময় তোমরাও কিন্তু অনেক ভালো জানো. সো এই যে দেখো, আমি এটা তোমার কাছ থেকে শিখলাম হয়তো. হিসান, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ. নিবিড়, তুমি এটা থেকে একটু জানতে পারলে যে পদাতিক সৈন্যবাহিনী, যেটাকে ইনফ্যান্ট্রি ইউনিট বলা হয়. ওকে, then don't ask me what is পদাতিক. আচ্ছা, right answer the first one, and the second answer, you see, yes, the first answer is বীরশ্রেষ্ঠ, and the second answer for you is here is joint dash কত সালে 1963 have written. Nabila, that's the correct answer. Bonni, yes, correct answer, thank you very much. And NC Shahab Amanat Othoi, that's good, 1963 is the correct answer. Thank you Baba Ma Shab, তোমাদেরকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ. So he enlisted in 1963. সে 1963 তে কোথায় এনলিস্ট হয়েছিল? কোথায় এনলিস্ট হয়েছিল? East Bengal Regiment, absolutely correct answer, right, the East Bengal Regiment is the correct answer. সে ইস্ট বেঙ্গল রেজিমেন্টে জয়েন করেছিল. পলিটিক বর্গ, রাইট, পলিটিক বাহিনী বা বর্গ, you can say the same. Borgo mane probably soldiers. And then number 4 you see embraced martyrdom. সে শহীদত্ব অর্জন করেছিল. Your answer is correct. Akibaidi লিখেছো, absolutely correct answer. And the last answer is here. He was buried in 1971. What is the name of that place? He was buried in Naniarchor Upojela in Rangamati district. Your answer is absolutely right answer. Thank you, Othoy, and so on. Okay, some of you have written the right answer. Absolutely great. And that means you have understood the text very properly. Okay. Then I'm just going next. And there is another text for you. This very interesting one about the passage about Neil Armstrong. And you know, some of you want to be astronaut, or some of you want to study about aeronautics. So you must have a lot of intention or interest about this person. Neil Armstrong. Who is Neil Armstrong? You know, he's the first man to land on the to step on the moon, right? সে প্রথম চাঁদের মাটিতে পা দিয়েছিল. And you see, Neil Armstrong commanded the Gemini 8 mission and became the first human to walk on the moon as commander of Apollo 11. তাহলে সে ছিল প্রথম. What was his specialty? তাহলে তার স্পেশালিটিটা কি ছিল? তার স্পেশালিটি ছিল he was the commander of Apollo 11. And Apollo 11 was a mission, name of a mission that was supposed to land to or go to the moon. Okay. So he was born in Wapakoneta, Ohio, on August 5, 1930, and he received a Bachelor of Science degree from Purdue University and a Master of Science degree from the University of Southern California. Astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. So there are how many astronauts were there? There are 3 astronauts. One was Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Mike Collins. So launched started the mission to the moon and Apollo 11 on July 16th. When did they start? July 16th, and landed on the moon on July 20. তাহলে তার কয়দিন? 4 দিন মতো সময় লেগেছিল. 1969. Neil Armstrong first stepped. Apollo 11 is not the name of the rocket. Actually, it is the name of the mission. Okay. And then Armstrong first stepped onto the surface of the moon, and then Aldrin. তাহলে first step করেছিল কে? Armstrong. And second step করেছিল কে? Aldrin. And they explored the surface and gathered moon rocks for over 2 hours. তারা 2 ঘন্টা সেখানে ছিল, moon rocks collect করেছিল. After exploring the surface, they rejoined Collins in the orbiting mothership. And who was in the mothership? Mike Collins, right? And he was in the orbiting ship. Mothership তোমরা জানো যে তোমরা এইটা দিয়ে একটু একটা ভিডিও দেখে নিও. সেটা হচ্ছে যে এই যে কিভাবে চাঁদে অবতরণ করেছিল, এবং তুমি দেখবে যে একটা মাদারশিপ থাকে যেটা থেকে একটা লুনার মডিউল বলে, যেটা চাঁদের মাটিতে নামার জন্য একটা অংশ ওই রকেট থেকে বিচ্ছিন্ন হয়ে চাঁদের মাটিতে যায়, এবং তারা 2 জন ওখানে ছিল লুনার মডিউলে, এবং তারা কাজ শেষ করে আবার লুনার মডিউলটা নিয়ে এসে মূল যান যেটা তার সাথে কিন্তু যেটা মাদারশিপ বলা হচ্ছে অলরেডি কিন্তু কক্ষপথে ঘুরছিল। সেই কক্ষপথে ঘোরা মডিউলটা এর সাথে মানে মাদারশিপের সাথে তারা আবার অ্যাটাচ হয়ে যায়। হ্যাঁ, সো এভাবে আসলে হয়েছিল। পুরা যে রকেটটা যেটা গিয়েছিল সে মূল যানটা কিন্তু আসলে চাঁদের মাটিতে যায়নি। Probably you can understand, or there are so many videos on Google or on YouTube, so you can see them. Neil Armstrong died on August 25, 2012. Okay, so let's see the questions are before you. Here you see. This time you please keep writing your answer. Right, the first one, excellent. First one was commander of Apollo 11. I keep so fast. আমি আসলে এরকমই চাই যে তোমরা সবাই তোমাদের মধ্যে একটা কম্পিটিশন করো, যে তুমি আসলে তোমরা তো জানো বা গেস করতে পারছো আমি আসলে কি পড়াচ্ছি বা পড়াতে যাচ্ছি। এই যে একজনের সাথে আরেকজনের কম্পিটিশন, এটা কিন্তু তোমাদেরকে অনেক দূর নিয়ে যাবে। হ্যাঁ, এবং এই স্মৃতিগুলো তোমাদের অনেকদিন অনেক ভালো লাগবে হয়তো এক সময়। ওকে, এবং এই ক্লাসগুলো হয়তো আজীবন থাকবে, হয়তো আমি থাকবো না পৃথিবীতে, তখন এই ক্লাসগুলো হয়তো থাকবে। তোমরা হয়তো কোনো একদিন রেসারের ক্লাস হঠাৎ সামনে পড়লে সেদিন মনে করবে, সেদিন আমার জন্য দোয়া করবে। হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা, ওকে। He was the commander of Apollo 11. That's the correct answer, right? And the say yes. Iftar করবো বাবা। Okay, let's see the yes, a commander of Apollo 11. And there you see the second answer is Wapakoneta, Ohio. উচ্চারণটা কিন্তু ওহিও না, you have to pronounce it this Ohio. Wapakoneta, Ohio. And there you see Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. That's correct answer. Yes, and the third answer is to conquer the moon. To conquer the moon or to explore the surface of the moon is also right. Okay, you can also write down to explore the surface of the moon. Nabila, your answer is correct, Baba. It answer ঠিক আছে. So there you can also write down Joan Collins, right? Joan Collins. Probably you have got all the answers. Yeah, to explore the surface of the moon. That's good. It's the right answer. And then we'll go for the substitution table. There, this is somehow a bit tough for you. I don't know you can see it or not. তো যাই হোক, আমি এটা সলভ করে দিচ্ছি, তুমি তোমার হোমওয়ার্ক এন্ড এক্সারসাইজ বই থেকে এটা একটু মিলিয়ে নিবা, ঠিক আছে? দ্য ফার্স্ট আনসার ইউ সি, তুমি আনসারগুলো একটু লিখে নাও, আমি সেন্টেন্সগুলো একটু পড়ে দিচ্ছি। স্মোকিং ইজ আনডাউটেডলি আ ব্যাড হ্যাবিট which is harmful not only physically but also financially. Okay, so and then the answer, many people not realizing bad effects of smoking, so 5 become chain smokers and consequently suffer greatly. You please write down the answer and you will go to your homework and exercise book and you will mess these answers because it's somehow a bit impossible to write down the answers. Of course you could do it. And the next answer you see, C, according to medical science, smoking causes various fatal diseases as cancer, bronchitis, stroke and hypertension. And then D, 3 D for moreover, smoking harms not only the smoker but also those who remain beside him. Okay, স্ক্রিনটা ব্লার হচ্ছে, স্ক্রিনটা আমি একটু বড় করে দিচ্ছি তো। Perhaps you can see now. Okay, you can see D33, that's the right answer. অনেক লিখে ফেলেছো। আচ্ছা, and you can go for the next answer as well. So we must give up this habit, and your answer is D1 এবং 2. Okay, I'm going for the next one. You please write down here. The next one is B for you. Facebook is an internet-based social network. So you can just try. I'll just give you 1 minute or 2 minutes to solve it if you can. Okay, the first answer you see, it should be yes, your answer is correct. NC Shaha. Othoi সম্ভবত. Okay, so your answer is correct. A plus 5. A plus 5 plus 3. And then can you please write down the answer number B? আসলে এত লেখা তো it's somehow a bit tough for you to write down to see. যারা কম্পিউটারে দেখছো অথবা টিভিতে দেখছো প্রবাবলি তাদের জন্য একটু সহজ হচ্ছে. Yes, we have got the answer number B. B plus 3 plus 1. Okay. Akib Aidid, your answer is correct, Baba. Thank you, Anazmu Sakib, Bonni. That's wow. All of your answers are correct. Nivir, thank you, Baba. What's it? C number Bonni লিখেছো 3 plus 4 plus 5. So let's see আর কেউ লিখবে. অফকোর্স যখন তোমাদের ইএফটি পড়াবো তখন ইএফটি বইটা, হোমওয়ার্ক এন্ড এক্সারসাইজ বইটা, এগুলো তোমাদেরকে একটু কাছে রাখতে হবে. আদারওয়াইজ সম্পূর্ণ স্ক্রিনের উপরে ডিপেন্ড করলে একটু টাফ হবে, কারণ বুঝতেই পারছো এই জিনিসগুলোকে আসলে. কমপ্লিট, থ্যাংক ইউ বাবা. ওকে, নেক্সট আনসার ইউ সি C plus 4 plus 5 and the D number answer is there, D plus 2 plus 4, and E is here, E plus 1 plus 2, and that's all your answers are there. Thank you very much. You match your answers. Okay, that's good. Writing ends. That's good. Next part, this is the last part here. You see, I'll go for 2 rearrangements, and this is from your homework and exercise book number 6 and 7. Of course, you have that book, or if you don't have, you can just take the screenshot just to read it later on, or you can go through this class again. So here you see the passage about Akbar, Muhammad Akbar, Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, who was an emperor. So, and the answer I'm just giving you, it's not possible for you to write down the answer. Are you interested to write down the answer of this rearrangement? কেউ কি লিখতে চাও আমাকে একটু জানাও, or should I show the answer? আনসার লিখতে চাও না? অলরেডি নাবিলা লিখে দিয়েছে. মাই গুডনেস. That's wonderful, Nabila. That's great. Your answer is there. Okay, ECHGABDF. Your answer is there. Fine. Thank you. Congratulations. আগামীকাল পরীক্ষায় যেন এইরকম দেখতে চাই তোমাদের উত্তর, এবং পরীক্ষায় যেন কে কত ফাস্ট আনসার লিখতে পারো. I want to see that. That's great. Okay, and the last slide here, you see the last rearrangement. Okay, the last answer is here, and this time do you want to write the answer or not? Okay, আচ্ছা শো করে দাও, সমস্যা নেই. Okay, I'm giving, sorry. Okay, আমি দেখতে চাই. I want to see anyone writing the answer. Just I'm giving 1 minute for you. দেখি তো আসলে কেউ. That means you are studying, right? That's great. Who is in this profile? Rojina Akhtar. এই প্রোফাইলে কে আছো? Okay, that's good. Your answer is there. Perhaps you are writing the right answer. EBFDGCAH. Your answers are correct. Thank you. So, can you just see the answer? You can't, perhaps. Yeah, thank you. So, and that's your homework. Okay, and that's your homework. Of course, you will write down the homework and you will solve it in your at home. Okay. And তোমাদের one thing that you have to keep in mind that তোমাদের in these 3 classes what I have taught you, or on all of these topics, your test will be held on Friday. Okay, so we'll take the preparations. You should not go out of this. তোমার এই 3টা ক্লাসে যা পড়ানো হয়েছে সেটার উপরে তুমি প্রস্তুতি নাও, 100% প্রস্তুতি নাও, 99% না, যাতে করে পরীক্ষায় দেওয়ার সাথে সাথে তুমি যেন লিখে ফেলতে পারো। কারণ দেখছো যে উত্তর যখন একজন লিখে দিচ্ছে তখন কিন্তু আরেকজনের কাছে সেটা সিক্রেট থাকছে না। সো ন্যাচারালি এটা কিন্তু একটা প্রবলেম, তোমাদের আসলে অ্যাট এ টাইমে সবাইকে উত্তরগুলো লিখতে হবে। হ্যাঁ, সো ওকে, অ্যান্ড দ্যাটস রিয়েলি ওয়ান্ডারফুল অ্যান্ড thank you very much for participation in this class, and I really appreciate your participation. So I hope you all the best. You stay at home and you remain safe. Bye. Allah Hafiz. See you tomorrow, Friday. I'm sorry. See you tomorrow Friday for your test at 5. Just 5. Okay. Just 5 o'clock. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.